Welcome to the committee's meeting for March 20th, 2023. Please join me in a moment of silence. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I call to order the Finance and Administration Committee meeting. Present, we have Commissioner Kevin Spearing, myself, Cheryl Lockard, Township Manager Matt Canlin, Assistant Township Manager Randy Scheibel, and Solicitor Sean Kilkenny. First, approval of the minutes. I do not have any comments. Kevin?
No, I'm good.
No? Any other comments on the minutes? Okay, then move forward. Matt, are there any presentations or announcements? No? Okay, next, acceptance and approval of the following reports. Director of Finance, Tax Enforcement Officers, report from Earned Income Tax Collector, and the Investment Activity Report. Randy, do you have any comments?
No, nothing.
Nothing? All right, I don't have any questions or concerns.
The number reported by Berkheimer on, oh, you didn't get that?
Yeah, we're Earned Income Tax Collector report.
The amount, it says $12,000.
That's what they collected.
That's what they collected, okay. That wasn't, okay, thanks.
Any other comments on those reports? Anybody? Okay, then move forward. Next, review of financial statements, the current bills paid, and the revenue and expense summaries. Any?
Early in the year.
It's February, right?
Yeah, nothing of that surprise coming out of this one time.
Okay, that's good. I don't have anything. Kevin?
Good.
Anybody else? Okay, they're moved forward. Next, personnel. First, we have the appointment of Jillian Cindy Lockton on the Parks and Recreation Advisory Council for a term that will expire May 5th, 2024. Is Jillian here tonight? Hi, Jillian. Did you want to step up and say hello or introduce yourself? Or? It's up to you.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
I'm Jillian Lockton. I currently oversee 175 independent living resident senior community, and I also coach daughter's basketball team and was a college athlete and gym rat, basically.
Cool, good.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
thank you for coming, and thank you for your interest
No problem.
in this position.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And I'd like to, at this time, also recognize Ron Sanchez for his years of service on the same committee she's replacing.
Thank you. Okay,
So I have no problem moving her forward.
okay. She's moved forward. Next, the appointment of Alika Sides on the...
Keela.
Oh, Keela, thank you. On the Human Relations Commission to serve a term that will expire on December 31st, 2025. And I know Akila's not here tonight. I think she's planning to come in April. I support her moving
Yeah,
forward.
longtime resident. Her husband was also passed as was a great community supporter, and they raised a family here in Chilton.
Okay, she's moved forward. Next, there are the following current vacancies. One on the Advisory Planning Agency for Award 3 position. There's a couple of vacancies on the Historical Commission. There's 3 vacancies on the Human Relations Commission. 4.
We just got another one today.
Okay, thank you. Excuse me.
No,
What's that?
that's what we did move her forward.
1 position on the Parks and Recreation Advisory Council for Award 2 resident, and finally, a position on the Uniform Construction Code Local Appeals Board for an electrical engineer that does not have to be a resident. Anybody has any interest, please contact Township Manager Matt Cantlin or send an email. Next, under other items, we have the tax assessment appeal between the township, the school district of Upper Moreland, and the taxpayer, Abington Memorial Hospital / Thomas Jefferson University Hospitals for the property located at 3941 Commerce Avenue.
Yeah, I had quite a few questions about this, and I tried calling the law firm, and I could not get an answer from them.
So
I prefer we move this out of committee, not move this out of committee, just leave it around for another month.
I would concur with that, Commissioner Spearing. So a little update, after you called the law firm called Mr. Baumler. Yes, exactly. And Alex reiterated to them, hey, we think Upper Moreland should get a piece of this pilot agreement, perhaps commiserate of, what we would ordinarily get in relation to the school district's taxing authority as opposed to us. And Alex reiterated that to their counsel. She was not happy. And Alex said it would be on the agenda this evening, but we couldn't necessarily promise approval or moving this forward. So we would suggest, and we had talked about as staff, is you suggest that we, as your township solicitor, go back to them and say that, we would, as Upper Moreland Township, we deserve a portion of this pilot because we're impacted too for our emergency services. And I think that's, a very important precedent, not only for this case, but going forward. So just wanted to let you know that conversation happened. Between now, he called me at about 5 o'clock, letting him know, because they were like, oh, some township commissioner, Kevin Spearing, called, and so we heard about it.
He didn't call me back.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Appreciate it.
He acted on your call.
Yeah, it was good.
So you want to table that?
I do, but since we have it on the agenda, we should entertain any comments that are here, if
Oh.
anyone is.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess I'm somewhat the institutional memory. But we had a case like this a few years ago, and we settled it in such a way that we set a precedent that we would have to get this kind of a split. That's what I remember. No?
Well, there's really no precedent whatsoever, so
Not with Abington Hospital.
not with Abington Hospital, or really there's no such thing as precedent that binds you future, forward in the future for pilots, because, so Abington Hospital's position is they're a nonprofit, right? The school district, our position would be, yeah, but you're getting a lot of services in the school district and the township, and you should pay your fair share. They came to a settlement, which is great, because in the end of the day, Abington Hospital's position is stronger than the school district's or ours would be. So you want to encourage pilots. But the matter of the fact is the township's been left out of this settlement, and we just, settlement's great, but we just need to get our fair share.
Well, this was with the cable company, as I recall, or the cell towers. Nobody remembers it. But anyway,
We had a settlement with cell towers, but a couple different ones.
right.
It's not really related to this.
No, it's the idea of not setting a precedent or setting a precedent.
Right. Okay. Thanks, Nick. Anyone from the school district here? Okay, I'm good. We'll continue this next month?
Yes. Agree.
All right, then we'll go back and talk to the school district solicitor and the county solicitor and see what we can do.
Okay, thank you. Next item is automated trash collection, the funding plan and timeline.
Now, this was, I guess, discussed at the CDC meeting last week, and you wanted some updated numbers for what it would cost to automate the trash. Dave Elsier just got the numbers today. It would be 3 trucks. Each truck would be about $351,000. So the trucks would total $1,053,000. And then the cans, we'd need to spend $440,000 for the cans. With the trucks, it's probably about an 18-month period before we'd see those trucks.
And we discussed buying them all at one time?
Yes.
Yeah, that was in CDC. that's what was moved forward, to buy them all at the same time?
Right.
At the present time, we don't really have the funds to do that, or you'd have to do a borrowing. Since they're not coming in until next year, we could probably cover the cans this year with the funds we have on hand, but the trucks would have to be paid from a new bond issue.
And I don't think it's a good time to go get a bond.
Yeah, agree.
The rates are about 4% for a 15-year bond. That's what you'd want to use to purchase the trash trucks.
Would we,
I mean, you could roll this in through you're gonna have to do a borrowing anyway, next year for the renovations and for the new police station. So it could be rolled into that.
Was there discussion of just waiting until it was time to replace each truck?
I wasn't at the meeting.
no.
Why?
Well, the original plan was to buy one truck and the cans. And then it has rear tippers on it so that these trucks and the trucks we have could be used.
Yeah.
With the rear tippers. And then until the automated trucks were delivered, because they're 18 months. So there was no discussion about like one for one with the trucks going out.
One of the issues is the cost is, I know that the cost of these vehicles are going up quite a bit every year. So I think that was one of the
We
reasons
did clearly discuss that about buying the 3 trucks at one time. So
I'm certainly in favor of buying the containers.
What's the time frame for money then and the comparison? How long is this number good for with the trucks?
I'd have to check with Dave. It's probably, probably for a little while. I'm not sure when the prices would go up again, but probably by next year, they're going to go up maybe 10%.
The original concept was to phase this in as the trucks, to get the rear, we have rear tippers now, and to phase it in. And I think Commissioner Valenza had suggested that it might make more financial sense to buy them all at once, given some of the financing constraints and the delivery times for trucks. And we don't necessarily have a strong opinion on that, how it's phased in. We can do it either way.
So one truck and the cans is still over $1 million, right?
Now, one truck would be like almost 800,000.
Yeah.
But even now, we can do the cans because we do have the tippers on the back.
Right.
So if nothing else, the cans would probably help
That's what I'm in
workers,
favor of. Purchasing the cans right now.
With the available money, and then see how long the number's good for the truck.
We can check them there.
And see what our money sources are.
And since we already have tippers on our existing trucks, I kind of wonder if we should wait and replace them on the regular schedule as they need replaced.
So what Sam was saying, save some money, buying the 3 trucks at one time, and also it take 18 months to deliver a truck from when you order it.
I hear you, so we can't wait until we need the truck right away.
Right. We can do this.
But we always have to replace trash trucks and have to do
don't
it
do it
on a
every year.
schedule. No, I'm saying, but we're
Yeah.
used to doing that, and although there are more supply issues now, I understand, but.
We do have these in the capital improvement plan being phased in 2024, 2025, and 2026.
Is that because that's when we would normally replace those trucks?
I'd have to double check with Dave on if that would necessarily be, that was more his way to phase this.
Yeah, I think it's a little more aggressive than what we normally do.
Yeah, I think it is.
Commissioner?
Thank you. Yeah, we talked fairly extensively about this, and I feel bad with saying what I'm going to say without Dave being here to defend himself on this. But in thinking about it more over the course of the week, it seemed like not the ideal use of funding at this point, considering how many other things we have in the pipeline, both infrastructurally and just maintenance and upkeep. But at the same time, I do understand the benefits of doing this for our employees and for our residents to keep that standard of care up. So it's a torn situation. I did, however, have a question, and again, this is something I guess we can table and have Dave answer for us. If we were to buy all of these trucks up front, wait that 18 months, pay for them, what is the trade-in rate, basically, of the trucks that we have? I know that he has a plan to keep one or two of them still in circulation and use because of their other functionality, but there might be a way for us to recoup some money to get back in. It's really a lot of money right now, and I'm a little concerned about it. And I don't understand the benefits of buying cans at this point without implementing the full system.
But they can use the tippers for those cans, so it still means that the workers are not having to pick them up and dump them.
Do we know that 100%?
Oh, yeah,
That's
Okay,
definitely my
all right.
understanding.
absolutely.
Okay, all right. So then that might be.
They're not picking those cans up. I mean,
No, they
Is it
can't,
not-
they can't. but-
Right, that's true too.
But I just wanted to
you talk about doing
confirm.
something for workers, man. You don't want
Right,
to put a.
no, absolutely not. I just wanted to
110 can
confirm
out
that all
there.
3 of the existing trucks that we have that tipping capability before we make sure. But if everybody's shaking their heads yes, then fine, so be it.
So
Thank you.
we're gonna, move the trash cans to a vote. for April
Agree.
1st and 3rd of April, I
Agree.
think it is.
I know it's early probably too, but I'd also like to have us look at electric vehicle trucks. I know David Alcier attended a seminar on.
Trash trucks?
Trash trucks. I just want to look at it.
Okay, that's fine.
We actually did look at it. Dave looked at it,
Oh,
and,
he did? Is it?
yeah, and I forget the exact numbers, but they were something like twice the cost of,
I know they are,
Yeah,
but you
also-
have less fuel, less maintenance.
so,
I'm not getting there yet with the batteries.
That might
Cold
be.
weather
Yeah, it's-
crushes those
I hear
batteries,
you.
and there's a lot of technology.
I know the battery issue in
There's a
cold
lot of
weather.
technology still taking place on the batteries. So
Okay.
I'm not
All right, as long
game
as
for
we-
that.
yeah, we looked at it. I don't think Dave feels like we're there yet. You know, maybe as technology improves, we might be there soon, but
We'll be voting on the expense for the cans only,
Sounds
and we'll
good.
keep the trucks in committee.
Yes,
Watch money.
yeah.
Watch money do something.
Yeah, and feedback from Randy and David on when we need the trucks and, all right, thank you. Let's see, next on the agenda. Old business, we have nothing. New business, we have nothing. Any visitor or resident comments? None? Commissioner comments?
Yes.
Really?
Okay, so first of all, my apologies to the police and to the community about, earlier this month, I talked about, continuing to do the pride flag like we have for the past 2 years. And I just wanted to continue doing what we have been doing. There's been a lot of publicity about raising flags and Supreme Court rulings and, be careful what you do, you're gonna get sued. So I wanted to make sure we continue to do what we do. And by all means, I neglected to mention the memorial flag for emergency management police officers, and I didn't mean to include that. So my apologies for that. I'd like to continue doing what we've been doing, and that's to continue to raise the pride flag and to continue to raise the police and emergency management memorial flag. And I believe that's in May. And obviously the pride flag is in June.
Any
So I'd like to
other,
move both of those out of committee for the entire board to vote on.
any other commissioner or community comments? Okay, let's move forward.
While we're here, I'd just like to mention that, the incident took place in Hatboro, with the combined efforts of Uppermoreland and Hatboro Police. Excellent work, very patient, and, obviously use of training for de-escalation, and that whole thing went down without anybody firing a shot. So kudos to everybody that participated in that. Thank you very much.
Okay, and I have one comment. I know last month the volunteer service tax credit was on the agenda. I'm sorry I missed it. It was continued.
It was supposed to be continued.
Yeah, so I'll look for it next month. Thank you.
Yeah, I did see
We
it.
have like basically all the year to, whatever changes will take effect.
I get it.
next year.
Okay.
It's not like it's a.
It's not a rush. All right. Sounds good.
So anything's included in that is not applicable to this year?
Correct. Yes, correct. It would be for next year.
Okay. All right, very good.
Okay, we're adjourned.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.